A city has changed its tune when it comes to breastfeeding rules. About 5 weeks ago, KOMU 8 News reported the town of Warrensburg was not allowing mothers to breastfeed near or around a pool, a policy that was not matching up with state law, causing mothers to feel frustrated. KOMU 8's Shale Remien has been following the story, has more on the changes, and an exclusive with one mother ticketed for breastfeeding in public.
Because that really is how it is, and I'm not the only mother that's been made to feel like a harlot for doing something so basic.
Something as basic as breastfeeding. Shara Ortavitas is a mother who says she's been asked to leave Warrensburg Parks and Rec pool not one, not two, but 3 times. In our initial report, Warrensburg said breastfeeding was not allowed because of sanitation issues.
We're treating breastfeeding mothers just like we treat everybody else that comes to the pool that wants to eat or drink by the side of the pool. You know, we're not carving out a special section for them.
Breastfeeding was considered the same as eating or drinking near a pool. After being approached over the years, Ortavitas repeatedly approached the city at public meetings. At one meeting, she printed off 9 copies of a rule book Canada follows about breastfeeding near a pool. She asked the board to read it and consider implementing the same rules in Warrensburg. That's when she says breastfeeding became indecent exposure.
And then they turned around and wrote a resolution. All breastfeeding shall take place with appropriate covering such as the breast is not open to public view. And what they cited there was Warrensburg's indecent exposure statute.
But it didn't stop there.
So we nursed, she nurses asleep. This time I got a tap on the shoulder by the Warrensburg Police Department.
Ortavitas provided KOMU 8 News with the ticket she got from police and an attached memo. She says it's from Parks and Rec, briefing police on how to treat mothers who fail to comply with breastfeeding rules.
It will be important on the PD side that officers are informed that we don't want to book anyone on these incidences, only issue tickets for either exposure or for trespass. She's instructing the police department to ticket mothers for indecent exposure or trespassing.
KOMU 8 News tried contacting Matthews for a week for this story, but she refused an interview. She talked to us over the phone, denying any recent ticketing of mothers at the pool. Now, this issue may be over for mothers like Ortavitas, because 2 days after KOMU 8's initial report, the city passed a new resolution saying, quote, any prior rules in conflict of the new resolution are repealed. Mothers may now breastfeed near or around a pool.
Hopefully through my story and through the new laws, no mother will ever be made to feel like this again.
Parks and Rec says there are no plans to revisit the issue and it has been resolved. Shale Remien, KOMU 8 News, Warrensburg.
Warrensburg attorney Doug Harris refused an interview but did answer a few questions over the phone. He says he thinks Warrensburg was ahead of the breastfeeding issue and adopted the policies in an appropriate time frame.